Dear customer, let us now teach you how to operate this L-shaped shrink wrapping machine. It consists of two parts. Here, this is the main machine, and here, this one is the shrink turner. Before you start this machine, you need to do some preparation work. First, you connect it to the cable, to this cable. Here, this connect here. And then you need to connect these two motors. Here you see this motor connected to this long cable, and this motor connected to this short cable. You can see how to connect the cable here. And here is for connecting low pressure. Once you finish this job, you can start the machine. Now we teach you how to adjust the mechanical parts. First, you adjust this panel, bottle separating panel, and then this panel, this one, and also this one, and that one, and then this part to adjust the width of the PE film, and also bottom here, and also this panel, and also the space, this one, these two, and this panel. Now let's teach you how to adjust the mechanical parts one by one. First, we adjust this bottle separating panel. For example, your package size is 4 by 6, means 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you need 3 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, and here 6 bottles. And if your package size is 2 by 3, that means 2 rows. You only need 1 separating panel. You can remove these 2 or put aside. And the space between this panel and the bottle is around 2 millimeter, about 2 millimeter. You see? Now let's teach you how to adjust this panel. We adjust the panel according to your bottle size. You see, this bottle is just very close to this panel, and this panel is just pressed on the bottle, and you adjust this panel by loosening these 2 screws. You can move it left to right, and these 2 screws is to adjust the height. And you can see this panel is just above this bottle, just above. Now we teach you how to adjust this sensor. You can see the sensor is just above this bottle. The space is around 2 or 3 centimeters. You can adjust the position of sensor by loosening this screw from left to right. And you loosen these 2 screws to move from left to right. And you see, the sensor is working, right? And without bottle, no light. Now we teach you how to adjust these panels. You see, this one and this one should be at the same level on one straight line. You see, and each bottle has its own panel. You can see this is a small bottle, and this panel is in this groove, and this big bottle. You should adjust this panel here. And you loosen these two screws to adjust the panel in different groove. This is the bottle pushing panel. We also call the bottle mold. You just remove this panel by loosen these two screws. And other bottle mold is put here. We also need to adjust this panel by loosen these two screws. You can see this panel should be very close to this bottle, and the same with this panel, close. And you can see this one, the surface of this one and this part should be at the same level, And you can lose these two screws to adjust the position of this part. For different bottles, we also need to change the PE film here. You just loosen the screws here, and also here, bottom, the same. The roller at two sides should be close, very close to the PE film. And when the sensor is working, the film should be sending downward, not drag upward. Now we teach you how to adjust this panel. These two screws is to adjust the position from left to right. And this one and here, that one is to adjust the height of this panel. You see, the panel is just pressed on the bottle cap. And this part should be at the same level with this panel, the same with the other side. Once the mechanical parts are adjusted correctly, now we have to connect the upper film and the lower film together.
这里对齐。
Here you can see, 这里啊，it should be straight.
好，谢公子。然后你去那个，就是那个对齐以后，你跟他说对齐以后，上刀下刀。
Then you press this upper cutter, lower cutter. So we finish. Now we give you a general introduction about the shrink tunnel. You see, this is a control panel. This is temperature meter. Here, this is the actual temperature inside the shrink tunnel, and this is the temperature you set. Normally, the temperature is around 180 to 190. You see, you press this one and see this SP, then you press up and down to reach the temperature you want.
完成以后还是要按下来。
And once finished, you press this again. This 3 button is for the speed control of the heating belt. This is control speed. Then start, stop. And this button is to control the 4 fans on the top.